Hey, what's up? So, this is going to be short and sweet. Recently, I was watching Tucker Carlson. Not that recent, actually. So, I was watching Tucker Carlson. I wasn't even watching him that recently. But anyway, I got this post. Basically, Tucker Carlson, he's very inquisitive. If you don't know Tucker Carlson, he has a background in independent media host, and he's a pundit. He's founder and operator of the Tucker Carlson Network. He's a political influencer within conservative circles. He's been on all these different podcasts from Joe Rogan to just all over the place. And so he had basically his own thoughts and perspectives on what aliens are. What are aliens? So he started doing a bunch of independent research to figure out what are aliens. This is what he came up with. This is his take after doing tons of interviews and meeting up with tons of different people and doing investigative work on the topic of aliens. So this is what he had to say.
UFO, UAP phenomena.
I know someone person.
You had mentioned several times that you think that the UFO, UAP phenomena stuff is all spiritual.
I'm satisfied that I know enough, and I don't really want to know that much more. Because what I think I know is, this doesn't help me at all to know that. So that's the conclusion I've reached. I'm usually pretty curious. I've stopped being curious about this. I don't want to know anymore.
You truly don't want to know anymore
Nope.
about it.
I think I know. I think I know what's up. So I can't prove it. So I'm not going to articulate it, but I think I know what's up. Yeah.
Can you articulate it?
Well, I think it's a really old story. I think it's a really old story. So
What is it?
well, one, I'm a Christian and I'm fairly sincere about it. I try.
When you talk about an old story, he's talking about biblical in nature. His background is in Christianity from a religious aspect. Let's be honest, man. Christ is king, baby.
To be sincere about it.
What was it that led you to believe?
Talking to a lot of people, I was really shocked by what credible people told me. I became completely satisfied. I'll say that they were not lying, that they were right or in the vicinity of right. And then I was like, whoa, 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 I'm out. Because I don't need to go farther than that. I mean, I think that the real struggles are unseen. That is absolutely a part of Christian theology. I didn't fully appreciate it at all. The belief that the real struggles are in the spiritual realm. That has been a constant belief since the beginning of history, recorded history. Everybody has thought that, except us in the West, since 1945. So once you get perspective on this question, you're like, okay, that may sound crazy to someone who thinks buying on Amazon is the meaning of life, but to every other person in the world, we may disagree about what the truth is. I'm sure we will, but we will never disagree with the fact that there's a lot of shit going on that we cannot see or measure with our senses. That is absolutely true. What I find so
Absolutely. I mean, there's so much aspects of the world that we cannot even take it in. Excuse me, we can't take in, that we can't understand, and we can't comprehend because we're looking three dimensional, all these different things that we can't see or perceive to be true or fake, and we have no explanation for any of it. Could indicate a higher power from a religious aspect, or what could aliens be? It could potentially be that. If you want to dive deeper into Christianity, it could be something along the lines of demons or fallen angels. And this is what he's insinuating, is that basically aliens are demons or angels.
Talking about the UFOs, this is the main takeaway I have. It's like there's this debate: is this stuff, these phenomena, which are clearly, obviously real? I mean, there's no debate about that. There's a lot of it that people can't explain in the sky and underwater. We know that fact. Is this? So the debate is this government technology? Is it from outer space, or is it some spiritual realm here? I've already told you my view of it. But what I find so interesting, we know the government's lied about it. They're lying about it now. That's a fact. There's no way around that. They've absolutely lied about it in very elaborate ways. I am really struck. Here's my current thinking on it. The main effort that the U.S. government has put into its disinformation, its lying on this topic, has been not to mislead you on the technology. They're not telling me they don't have anti-gravity technology. It sounds from watching your podcast that they do. Their main interest is in convincing the supernatural is not real. And if you watch, and there are people in the media who specialize in spreading these lies on behalf of the government. I'm not going to name anybody, but like some of them work. Once you realize what the point of the exercise is, it's crazy. And I hope you'll assess all the fact checking and the skepticism on UAPs through this lens. The main thing they want you to believe is that the supernatural is not real. Well, then you have to ask yourself, like, why?
That's interesting. You admit.
Yep, absolutely. So if you got a perspective on this type of thing, on this topic, please let us all know. I'm averaging about 3 views per video, baby. That's the all-time record. I'm really appreciative of all the viewership. Give me your take on this. If you have one, if you don't, you can sit and watch maybe an 8-minute video. Hopefully I can narrow this down to 6. But I appreciate your time and see you in the next one.